Alpha-gal syndrome was something that was once extremely rare in this country. That is a fact, but it is becoming more and more common.
The alpha-gal gene or the Lone Star tick virus. Man, imagine eating or you on a fucking cruise or whatever the fuck you doing, and then boom, bro, an allergic reaction, all because you decided to eat a fucking piece of meat, bro. This shit right here is crazy. People have been recorded breaking out in the hives, sweats, fucking vomiting, even difficulty breathing, bro. This is some next level shit. And some shit can even put people into some type of shock or whatever the fuck they call it. Man, this shit right here crazy. I want y'all to check out these videos and these clips that I got for y'all and sit back and enjoy. I'm gonna shut the hell up and react to a few.
My question I ask you is, what fucking what purpose do ticks have? Look at my face and my neck. I can't eat red meat anymore. I can't have any animal byproducts in anything, and it's in everything. This is alpha-gal syndrome. This is fucked up, man. Fuck ticks. I love to go hiking. This is fucking crazy.
And this lady right here got plenty of tips on how to keep them damn ticks up off you. Listen to this.
Howdy! So a lot of yous have been asking me, how do I keep ticks off of me while I'm hiking and foraging? Sad but true fact, everybody and their uncle has alpha-gal, Lyme, or Rocky Mountain spotted fever these days. Anything that you can do to cut down on ticks, you should do it. The true answer is that I don't keep ticks off of me while hiking and foraging, but I can show you what I do to keep it to a minimum. Yes, I will still bring some home here and there, but this has significantly cut down on the amount of ticks. And the main answer is permethrin. You can buy this at Walmart, online. This is a Sawyer brand. So what you do is you treat your clothes with this spray. I pick out a few shirts, a few pants that I'm gonna wear often to go foraging in, and then we spray them, let them dry, and then later when you're hiking, it will kill ticks on contact. I have legit walked through sawgrass and been covered in ticks on my leggings, and I will watch them perish upon my leg, which is very satisfying because I hate ticks. And this stuff just ain't for your clothes. It's also for gear, tents. You can spray it on your shoes, your foraging bags, what have you. You do want to make sure that you use this stuff in a safe area. It kills a lot of things. So here's how I do it. Right there is my favorite hiking shirt and my favorite leggings. I've got them hung up on a fence away from stuff, and I'm just going to spray and saturate with this permethrin. I'm gonna do one side first, and then we'll flip it around. And I won't get mad at you if you get down there on the inside too, because sometimes ticks can find their way into your pants, like when I was in college. I'm gonna spray my boots again just because it's been, oh, don't be downwind from it. I'm gonna let these dry outside in the sun and the breeze. And the cool thing about this spray is that it lasts for up to 6 weeks or 6 washes. You heard me right. You can wash these and they will still kill ticks. After I put on the clothes that have been treated with permethrin, I top it with this Repel Tick Defense. I've tried all the crunchy granola essential oil natural sprays, and honestly, I'm sorry, but the permethrin and this tick defense do me good. And no, honey, I still ain't done. Third thing that I do is I make my own spray that I'm gonna use on my face, my hair, and any exposed skin that I have when I go out. It is best to wear long sleeve and long pants, but I be sweating real bad. So I cannot wear long sleeves or anything tied around my neck. This is just half witch hazel, half distilled water. And then I mixed in some essential oils like eucalyptus, lemon, cedarwood, clove, geranium, all these different essential oils that ticks don't like. Permethrin, Repel Tick Defense, Whitney's Homebrew. Be careful out there. Go forth and forage!
It's nuts.
Yeah,
especially
because of meat, because of Gates.
Well, there's
Bill Gates,
boxes
not
people
me.
are finding. I don't know if this is true because I've seen many reports on it, but I'm just going to say what I saw. That farmers, ranchers are finding boxes of ticks on their property. Now, I don't know if that's fake. I don't know if someone's setting that up to pretend they found these boxes of ticks, but there's videos of these people finding boxes of ticks.
Now, what they'll say is, they'll probably say they're sterile ticks and that we're planting them out there so we can diminish the population, is what they'll say. But anytime they try to mess with the balance of nature, it never goes right.
Is that what they're saying? This is
No,
where
but
you
just get
hearing
ready.
that from?
That's what
you
you're
think?
getting it right here.
I don't believe you have a right to go to someone's property and drop off sterile ticks.
No way in hell.
That's crazy either way. But I have a good friend of mine who got bit by the Lone Star tick and has that alpha gal problem.
Yeah, a guy came out of my house yesterday looking at putting gutters up at our house. And that guy, he said, and I said, you did what? He goes, yeah, I can't eat any meat produced by a mammal.
Yes.
I was like,
yeah. So my buddy, he had it, and my friend Evan, so he had it for a little while, and then he did a bunch of treatments and got off of it and then started eating steak again. And he was fine for about a year and a half, and then it came back stronger than ever. And he just can't shake it.
He's been around that long.
Oh, yeah. He can only eat eggs. I mean, he's basically eating eggs and vegetables. That's all he's eating. And every time he tries to deviate, he has a horrible reaction. It makes, for people that don't know, it makes your body allergic to red meat.
Right. And who has got genetically made meat now?
Yeah, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
As more people develop an allergy to red meat after getting bitten by a Lone Star tick, which is the tick you see with the white dot on its back. And over the last several years, cases of alpha-gal syndrome have skyrocketed by almost 10,000%. And now, headline after headline, all asking the same question: how could a tick-borne illness suddenly be impacting so many people, not just people living in rural America, but in suburban
All this stuff
America?
is new. This is not, this shit been going on for years.
You'll become allergic to meat. I can sort of describe the mechanism. So that's something that we can do through human engineering. We can kind of possibly address really big world problems through human engineering.
Oh, okay. And then you start to connect the dots even more, and you find out that Bill Gates and the Gates Foundation spent millions of dollars funding genetically engineered ticks, and that Bill Gates is also a major investor in lab-grown meat, and now we've got almost 500,000 Americans living with a rare tick-borne illness that makes people allergic to meat, but not the lab-grown meat that Bill Gates has invested in. You think maybe this is not a coincidence after all? Nicholas Hulsher is an epidemiologist at the McCullough Foundation. He's been talking about this for months. Nick, great to have you back. Right now, there are 79 cases of alpha-gal syndrome in Rhode Island. They've never seen that before there. And 10 states are reporting more emergency room visits for tick bites than they've ever seen before. What do you think is really going on here?
Yeah, there's a major tick problem going on, and it appears nobody's talking about it. None of the large news outlets. You know, this is very serious. We have to remember, a new study came out a few months ago, and they literally found alpha-gal syndrome, the incidence of alpha-gal syndrome, the allergy to red meat from the Lone Star ticks, skyrocketed up 10,000%. in just 10 years. And then we look to 2021 to 2024, it jumped up another 300%, another sharp increase. So something's going on. Something is driving these ticks.
Is that the left is blaming it on climate change? I know you're an epidemiologist, but is that normal with an illness that's been around for a long time, like alpha-gal, to just suddenly be everywhere at the same time?
No, we do not believe this is actually from climate change. In fact, we have to start looking at government-related or NGO-related laboratory activities, especially given that the Gates Foundation gave over $7 million to a biotech company to make genetically engineered ticks, as well as the U.S. Army released 270,000 radioactive labeled ticks into the wild in the 1960s.
Yeah, let me ask you about that. I think we've got the headline because people just don't know about this. 278,000 radioactively labeled ticks in Virginia, in Montana, including Lone Star ticks. And they wanted to do this to see how fast they could spread disease. So do you think there's a connection? Maybe they're doing this again?
It's very possible. We know they did it in the past. We know that these NGOs, Gates Foundation, are funding sorts of activities. And lastly, we have seen a peer-reviewed paper published in the journal Bioethics. Professors from Western Michigan University, they lay out that they say it's morally required to intentionally genetically engineer Lone Star ticks to spread alpha-gal syndrome as a form of moral bioenhancement to stop people from eating meat. You can't make this up. So bioethics is now masquerading, or actually bioterrorism is masquerading as bioethics now.
We have the study, by the way, this Michigan, Western Michigan paper that was published. It's bioterrorism. And then you add the Bill Gates element to this. When I first became aware that this was happening, I thought the CDC should maybe investigate. Nick, now I think it should be the FBI. What needs to happen next here?